Good morning, Esteban.
Good morning, Mr. Ibrahim.
Thank you very much for all the warm welcome. Today we are learning lesson 2, chapter 4. This is adding rational numbers. Okay? So the learning objective for today is before the lesson of the day, after we finish the lesson, everybody should be able to find the additive inverse of the rational number. And we need to be able to add rational numbers. So let's start with the easy bit. What is the additive inverse number? Do you remember when we draw the number line? If we have a number line like this, okay? If we have the number line like this, that's a straight line, right? Okay? And we have 0 here. Then on this side, when we move this, it's a plus, and when we move this side, it's negative, right? So if we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's negative 4. So all from here is negative, from here is positive. So suppose we choose a number from here, a fraction number. So if we have, let's say for example, 3/4 of a negative number, and I ask you what is the inverse or what is the opposite of that number in terms of the number line, where will you choose this? Where will the number be? The opposite or the inverse? Go ahead. Yes, so it should be on this side of the number. So the number should be exactly the opposite of it, but it will be plus. So that will be 3, 4. Okay? So this is the inverse of the number. If the number is positive, the opposite number is, or the inverse number is negative. So for example, if I give you, what is the inverse of minus, or if I give you, what is the inverse of half? What would the answer be? Negative of half. Simple as that. So we'll have negative of half. So basically this is what's the inverse additive number is. So if you ask, you are looking for the inverse of the number. Okay? So now let's start. The next part is adding rational numbers. So you know rational numbers are fractions, decimals, all these kind of things. So the emphasis today is how do we add fractions. So let's just quickly go back to something that you have done probably year 6 or year 5. So let's just start with this. If I ask you to add these fractions, so let's just say question 1. Can you all try to add this fraction for me? If I give you 3/5 plus 1/5. How do we add these fractions? Can you write down that? Where do we start? How many of you know how do we add these fractions? Just put your hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6, okay. 6 of you know how to add this. How do we add fractions? Okay, let's just quickly catch up. How do we add fractions if the denominators are the same? It's very simple. When the two denominators are the same, we don't need to do any work. So work is already been done for us. So what do? We only add the numerator. So the answer to this fraction will just be simply 3 plus 1. 4. The denominators, as long as they are the same, we just take one of them. So the answer to this be 4/5. This is our answer. Does that make sense? That's easy, right? Okay, so let's do this. Can you all do this for me, please? If I now give you, 3, 7 plus 2, 7. Will you be able to do that? Yes, let's go for it. I expect everybody to be able to do this easily. Because we are going back so that to recap what we done. You done it? Good, well done. Aisha, what will you do?
I got 5 over 7.
Exactly. So you add the numerators. That will be 5. Denominators, as long as they are the same, we don't need to change anything. So the answer will become 5/7. So this is correct. You guys understand that? Is that all clear? Now let's make it a little bit chump and make it a little bit slightly harder. So what do we do now if the denominators are not the same? So let me give you an example. If I now have 3, 4 plus 1, 2, or 1/2. How do we add these fractions now? We can see the denominators are not the same. What do we do? Anybody know what do we do? What do we do before we add? Yes. Go ahead, what do we do? We times it? What about you? Anyone else? We add them, but we are not allowed to add them if the denominators are different. So what do we do? Go ahead. We have to make the denominators the same. So we cannot add fractions if the denominators are different. So what we have to do is we need to find the LCM, or the lowest common multiple. In another word, the number that they share in terms of timetables. LCM is the number of the timetable that they share. So if you look 4 and 2, you need to make either one of them into same, or you need to make both of them the same. So if you look at these two numbers, what do they share? What is on their times tables? 4. Both of them have shared 4, right? So one of them is already 4. We just need to make this one 4. Does that make sense? So how do we make 4? We times it by 2. Well done, Sophia. That's good. So we have to times here by 2. But the rules of a fraction tell us if we multiply a number by one side on the numerator, what do we have to do? We have to multiply the same. So here we have to multiply by 2. Are you with me? Now we rewrite our fraction, and that will give us, this we didn't change, so this will be 3/4, plus this we change, so that will be 2/4. Are you with me, guys? So now the denominator is the same, we are allowed to add the numerator. So what will the answer be? 5/4. Exactly. Denominators are the same. But this, we call this the improper fraction. Or some people call it top-heavy fraction. When the number is bigger on the top, we call it improper fraction. So usually we don't leave the answer like this. We change the answer to a mixed fraction. How do we change improper fraction to a mixed fraction? Okay, let me just quickly remind you. This is how we do it. We say how many 4s are in 5? 1. So we put the 1 at the front. Denominators don't change. 4 stays the way it is. And what is the remainder? 5 have got 1 4. There is 1 remainder. So the 1 will stay on the top. Does that make sense? So to check if this is correct, we say 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Denominator always stays the same. So this is called a mixed fraction. This is how we usually leave our answer. And this is called improper fraction. Okay? So let's do one more example. So this was number 2, number 3, let's do number 4. Okay, now, can you girls try this for me now? If you have 2/7 plus 3/14. Can we add these two fractions?
No.
Yes, let's do it. Yeah, we can do it. Yes, you have to make one of them the same, the other one. First try. What do we do? Exactly. She's right. So I want this to be 14. How do I change it?
7 times 2.
7 times 2. So I times here by 2 and I times here by 2. Because whatever I do on the numerator, I have to do it on the denominator as well. So now I have, if I rewrite my fraction, I have 4/14 plus 3/what? 14. Now I am allowed to add the numerators if my denominators are the same. So what is 3 plus 7? 3 plus 3? 3 plus 4 is 7, right? And then divide by how much? 14, because they are same. Now I am allowed to simplify the numbers if I have a fraction. Can I simplify these two numbers?
Yes.
Yes. What do I divide both sides?
What?
I divide both sides by 7. So 7 divided by 7 will give me 1.
2.
And then 14 divided by 7 will give me 2. So this will be my final answer.
1 over 2.
Yes, 1 over 2 is the same as 7 over 14. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is what you have learned in grade 4 or grade 5 or grade even 6. Okay? Yes.
So, like whenever we have a question like this, do we divide 7 divided by 14?
It depends on the number. It depends on the number.
So we do
If the number you have is like 9 over 3, you divide both sides by 3. You understand? It depends on what number will go into both of them. That's what we're looking at. Okay? So now we understand we need to change the denominators. Let's work on a question that when we have a mixed number, how do we do it? Okay? So this is the question, it's the kind of question that we will do in our book. So can you now do this for me, please? If you have, first of all, do we remember how to change improper fraction to a mixed fraction? Okay. Can you change this number? This is a mixed fraction. How do we change it to improper fraction? Let's do it. Yes. How do we do it? How do we do it? Okay. So first of all, we multiply the numerator and then the number of the front denominator. So what is 4 times 5?
20.
20. And then we add the number on the top. What is 20 plus 2?
20 plus 2 is 22.
Is 22. So the answer becomes 22 divided into the denominator don't change. It stays the same.
So
It's 5.
it's going to be 4.
Yes. So this is the same as this one. This is called mixed number or mix of a whole number and a fraction. And this is called improper fraction or top heavy fraction. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So before we add numbers, we have to change them into an improper fraction. Go ahead.
How did you get 22 over 5?
Okay, let me repeat this for you again. I want you to listen. What is 4 times 5?
20.
What is 20 plus 2? That's how I get 22. Okay? The denominator don't change. And also remember, we can go back from here to here. How do we do that? We say, how many 5s are in 22? We have 4. You put the 4 there. And then denominator don't change. What is the remainder? 4 times 5 is 20. We have 22. What's the remainder? 2. The 2 goes on the top. So this is how we do it. Okay? So let's try this. Can you now add these? So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5. Can we add these two fractions now? If I have 2 and 2/5 plus 3 and 1/5. Let's do that. Let's see who does that for me. Do it in the book and then I'll come around and see if your answer is correct. Remember, you just have to follow these to make them. And then the denominators are the same. All you have to do is add the numerators. Anybody done? Are you done?
Wait.
Okay, let me come around and check. Right, let me check. Okay. Well done, Noor. Thank you very much. I am impressed with that.
Mr. I finished.
You finished as well? Let's have a look. Okay, let's just. Yes, good girl. Well done. Well done. Very close. A little bit wrong, but let's correct it.
Check mine. You did check mine. You said you didn't come back to me.
Okay. So let's just check it. Next one. Okay. 17. So you multiply that. And here you multiply that. 15 plus 2, 60. So you have to add these two. And then denominator inside. Correct. So well done. First, let's do this together. Let's do it together. So, where do we start from here? 2 times 5. 10 plus 2. So I write down the 2 alif here. Okay, and then denominator don't change. Plus 3 times 5. 15 plus 1. 16. So we divide here by 5. So now all we have to do is,
Where's Fatma Mubarak?
because our denominator is the same, okay, our denominator is the same, all we have to do is, it's okay, all we have to do is add the numerator. So what is 2 alif plus 16?
28.
28. So we have 28
Over 1.
and 5. This is our correct answer. But what we need to do is we need to change this into improper fraction. Okay, sorry, this improper fraction we need to change it to what? Into a mixed fraction. Like this, we need to change it into this. Okay? So who can remember how do we change improper fraction to a mixed fraction? How do we do it? Stay with me, please. Yes. Who remember what do we do? Yes, we divide. We say how many 5s are in 28? How many 5s are in 28?
5.
5?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. 6.
6?
Not 6. How?
Not 6, it's 5.
Yeah.
So 5, how many 5s are in 28?
5.
5. So we put the 5 at the front. Right? And then we say how many, what is the remainder?
2.
2. 2 goes to the top, or 3. 3 goes to the top.
5.
Yes? And then denominator stay the same. Right? So we double check it. How do we check it? We say 5 times 5, 25. 25 plus 3, 28. Denominator don't change. So this will be our final answer. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Right. Okay, so now we are working from the book. Those questions are coming from the book. So let's do some more questions. Okay. First let's write down the question and then see how many of you can work this out. If you have now 3, 5, 9. So you have, can you all do this for me please? 3, 5, 9.
What page?
This is negative. You are not, I don't want you to talk in the book yet. I want you to do work this. And then you are adding this plus, you are adding this 1, 2, 9. 1, and then 2, 9. So I want you to add these two fractions, please. So this is question number 6. Let's see. Let's see how many of you can do that for me. Remember, you use the rule that we have done here. First of all, change the numbers into improper fraction, mixed fractions. Then C, it should be easy because the denominator is still the same.
What if it's negative?
It wouldn't make no difference. It will only make difference when you add in the two numbers to the top. If one is negative, one is positive. If the bigger one is negative, then you take away and the answer will carry negative. Yeah, remember that rule we learned on adding and subtracting integers. Yeah, you don't remember. So for example, if I give you minus 9 plus 3. What will the answer be? 7, no? 7 is 7. Anyone? Just take them away, normally. So that will be 6. But the bigger number is not the negative. So the answer will be negative. You done it? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so you multiply that, this, and then you get, what do you get? And then you add 3 times 9. 47 plus 5. 32. Good. Remember, it's negative. You have to add negative here. And then 11. Here, not 10. 11. Because there's 1. And then you take away these 2. Yes? Well done. Good. Good. Just finish the next one.
It's not correct.
Is nearly correct. Okay, one more step. Yes. So now you take away. Not add them because 1 is minus. So you have to take away. And then the answer will be correct. Alright, let's see how who done it.
What?
Who done it? Anybody done it? You're supposed to add these 2 fractions.
Oh.
Yes. You don't see it?
Mister, I got the answer.
You get the answer?
Yes.
Okay, let's check if you answer and my answer is correct the same.
Mister.
Did you get the answer? Okay, so let's have a look. Sophia, you got it?
No.
You didn't get it yet?
Mister,
Okay, so let's go through that. Negative, yes, well done, over 9. Well done. I am so impressed with that. Thank you so much. Let's do that. What do you get? Good. So let's do this together.
Mister, I got it's 22 over 9.
Negative.
What?
Yeah, because one of them is negative. Okay, shall we do it together?
No. Wait, Mister, I got 43 over 9.
43.
43.
Remember here, what did I say? You take them away?
Yeah, Mister, this is 9.
Yeah, you have to take them away. It's no times here.
No, but then
It's
it's
added.
3 times 9.
Okay, let's work it out. Let's work it out and see, and then we will see where we get it wrong. Okay, are you ready? So the first thing we need to do is, what is 3 times 9?
27.
27. 27 plus 5?
27 plus 5 is 32.
32. So negative 32. So we write down negative 32 here. Negative 32. And the denominator don't change. We have 9 there. Are you happy with that? So we have to say plus now. 1 times 9
9.
plus 2.
11.
So we have 11 over
9.
9. Now we have 2 numbers. Denominator is the same. We are allowed to work this out. Remember adding and taking away integers we're done. If we add in 2 numbers and the bigger number is there,
21 over 9.
so this would be 20,
1.
21, negative 21. So we have a negative 21 over 9. Are you with me, girls? But this is improper. This is an improper fraction. How do we change this to a mixed fraction?
Divide.
We divide. How many 9s are in 21?
2.
2. So we write down 2. What is, remember, negative 2. What is the remainder?
3.
Denominator stays the same.
The remainder is 3.
The remainder is 3. So the 3 goes on the top. And this will be our final answer. This will be our final answer. Does that make sense, girls? Okay, before we stop, any questions? Okay, we're gonna have some more practice. I'm gonna ask you to do the questions in the book. So can we go on the page? Which page we are on? Yes, let's have a look. Right. So I want everybody to start page. Just give me a second. Can you all go on page? Where are we? Yes. Can you all go on page? Is it 195? Page 195. Yes. Can you all go on page 195? So, page 195, and then we are doing questions from 1 to 14. Question 1 up to 14. We're gonna do practice this. Are you all happy with the lesson?
Yes.
Do you all understand it?
Yes.
What are you gonna have to say?
Yes.
Bye. Thank you very much. Have a nice